Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Donna. Welcome, and hopefully at the end of the video you've liked me well enough that you're gonna hit that subscribe button and that notification bell if you'd like to see my other videos. And for those of you that have subscribed and hit that notification bell, thank you so much and welcome back. So if you're a friend of mine on Instagram, you did see that I posted a picture of an Ulta box yesterday, or maybe it was Sunday, and said, look for my haul on Tuesday. Today is my haul. Today is Tuesday. So I have been purchasing an awful lot of things lately, and I have given myself the excuse, and anybody else who thinks that I have been spending an awful lot on makeup lately, that I'm trying to do this YouTube thing and I can't do it without the product. So this haul is actually kind of a small haul. I've done some much larger ones than this for sure. Ulta was having a sale on some items that I had in my cart for quite some time and hadn't pulled the trigger on, and there was a couple other items that I wanted to purchase that I'm super excited for. It'll be later on in the video. So let's just jump in. So first things first, I bought a Ulta Beauty Smarts New Hue Shadow Switching Pan. I don't know if many of you know what this is, but it's actually pretty cool, and it's especially cool for people that don't have very many brushes. I do currently have a whole lot of brushes. I think that's one of the first things I started overspending on was my brushes, but I do have a select few brushes that I like to use over and over and over again. So what this is actually a pan that you can put your brush into and, gently swipe your brush through it, and it's supposed to help get the makeup off of it so that you can reuse that brush immediately. So it says this dry makeup removing sponge allows you to use the same brush for different eyeshadow colors without mixing the shades or getting your brush wet. The large black sponge area is used to remove dry powder, and the small white sponge can be dampened to remove cream or wet products, and it is in its own little container within the container. So like I said, this is something I've been wanting to purchase for quite some time. I just hadn't quite gotten there yet. Another thing I purchased from Ulta Beauty is a new pair of eyelash curlers. The pair I had previous to these were out. They're welcome. Not very friendly with them anymore, so I did buy myself a new pair. I haven't used them yet, but I'm excited to use them. Another thing I bought was this Ulta oil-free eye makeup remover. And I think these were buy two get one free for Ulta Beauty products, which is why I got these. These I got because, let's face it, I'm lazy sometimes, and I don't want to, wet my, or put my eye makeup remover on my cotton pad and do it. I just want to be able to reach in like you do with makeup wipe. Reach in, grab one out, pick one out, and wipe off my eyes. These do smell pretty gross. Not gonna lie. They're not the most beautifully fragranced makeup wipe on the planet. And they are also really super thin. I don't know if you guys can see that, but they're really super thin. So if you're used to a big thick cotton swab, I would not suggest these, but these will do in a pinch, and they're going to be great for when I'm traveling, just to throw in my bag. The last time I traveled, I forgot my eye makeup remover and my cotton pads, so I ended up having this sample of another eye makeup remover in my bag. For whatever reason, I just lucked out in that area, I guess, but it was really gross. It was like gel consistency, and when I put it on my eyes, it kind of stung my eyes, and I was not impressed. So I did use these last night, and they don't sting my eyes. They don't work very well, and I'm finding that I'm using like 2 or 3 to make sure that my eye makeup is actually removed from my eyes. So they're not amazing, but they'll do in a pinch, and they're certainly great for travel. Another thing that I bought was this Voluminous Lash Paradise from, I believe it's L'Oreal. Yes, L'Oreal. So the reason why I bought this is because I have been wanting to try the Too Faced Better Than Sex, and I've heard that this is just like it, if not better. So that struck me as amazing because this is only, like, I think I got it for $10, which I feel like you can get it cheaper at like Walmart or somewhere, but it does come in 3 colors. Comes in blackest black, black, and brown, I believe it is, and I got blackest black. It comes in this really pretty rose container with the gold on it, but the gold does wear off pretty easily. I did open it. I did use it today, and already it looks like the gold is starting to chip away. I'm not super concerned about the gold on the tube, but it does say that 3 of 4 women saw volume and length. 90% said it doesn't flake. 95% said it lasts all day. So I have had it on since about 6 o'clock this morning, and it is still on there. I can definitely feel it, but at the same time, my lashes feel really natural, which is good. I have super long lashes in the first place, so I'm not really sure about length, but I do feel like they look more voluminous. One thing I was super excited about it is sometimes when I use my facial spray in the middle of the day, the mascara that's on my lashes will kind of leave like smudgy marks underneath my eyes, and I didn't find that to be true with this today. So that's exciting to me. This is really good mascara, and I haven't tried the other, the Too Faced version of the same-ish product, but I do like that version. And I was watching another YouTube artist, I think it's Jessica Braun from Jam Beauty, say that it reminds her a lot of It's Cosmetics Superhero mascara. So, and I know that stuff is amazing, so it does remind me a little bit of that as well, only I think I like this better, and it's only $10, so that's a plus. Mascara is one of those things that you really should be changing out frequently, because it does tend to get bacteria built up inside of it really quickly. Another thing I got was this Bye Bye Under Eye by It Cosmetics. So I got this because it is full coverage, it is anti-aging, it is a waterproof concealer. It's basically the thing right here, this little bubble here says it's your 8 hours of sleep in a tube. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what that looks like on my face, because I do have, I think it's this eye, sorry, there's a mirror right here. I do have really prominent under eye bag on just one of my eyes. The other one I do have a prominent under eye bag, but it's not as prominent as on the other side. And it doesn't matter how much sleep I have, it's always there, and it's always got this really dark, tint to it. So I bought this because I was commenting on another YouTuber's video about concealer and Tarte Shape Tape, because I have tried that. I have tried Bare Minerals Bare Skin concealer as well, and they work well, but I feel like they're super drying and they don't really cover without looking cakey to some extent. And one of her subscribers suggested it, and it was actually in my Ulta cart. I just hadn't yet bought it. This is the travel size. It is only $10. The full size, I believe, is $38, and I wanted to try it to see if it worked before I went ahead and splurged on the full size. But if it works on this under eye especially, it's going to be well worth that $38, because not only do I have the under eye bags, but I also get fine lines that my other concealers tend to sink into, even my Tarte Shape Tape. I know, don't kill me, a lot of people love that stuff. They speak of it as if it's the holy grail of concealers, but I don't find that to be the case for myself. Another thing I purchased was this Japanesque brush cleansing trio. And along the same lines as the shadow switching pan, this is a basically an immediate brush cleaner. So you spritz it on your brush, you wipe the brush off on a paper towel, and your color is gone, and you can use that same brush for a different color immediately. I typically use a cosmetics brush bath, which is some amazing stuff, but it is $18 and this is $10, and this has almost the same amount in it as the brush bath does, and it's scented. So this one is rose water, this one is coconut, and this one is citrus. Not super stoked about the citrus one. I am super stoked about the coconut one. Who doesn't love the smell of coconut? And the rose water one probably smells pretty good too. So this one is scented. This is cheaper. It's $10 for almost the same amount as the bottle of It Cosmetics brush bath. So if this works just as well, I have found a new product. Another thing I purchased is this Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream with SPF 30. So as we get older, well, anytime really, I mean, from the time you're young, you should be putting something SPF wise on your face when you go out the door. I mean, skin cancer is real, and nobody wants that. But in addition to that, this says to treat your skin every day with a powerhouse of skincare benefits infused with naturally radiant color in one easy step. A multitasking genius, this lightweight skin-quenching gel cream smooths on effortlessly with just the right amount of coverage instantly. Your complexion reveals a dewy, healthy-looking glow. So my skin is super, super dry, so dewy would be good. Healthy looking would be good. I don't necessarily have a horrible complexion, but I do get spots of redness on my face. You know that if you've seen some of my previous videos. I also tend to get like darkness around my mouth area for whatever reason. I am not 100% sure, but I thought that this would help. It says it's got marine botanicals to help hydrate and replenish thirsty skin. It's got mineral electrolytes to help energize your skin, and a select antioxidant to help defend your skin's appearance against environmental stressors, which is amazing. So I got the color Bamboo, which is actually 5.5, which I'm on the picture it looked like it was probably more my skin type, but in the box it looks like it might be a little dark for me, but we'll see. I'm excited to try it. The next thing I got, again, went back on my word. If you guys have watched any of my previous videos, I talked about brows and how brow pencils were not where I thought I wanted to spend my money, namely because you can get a really decent e.l.f. brow pencil for $2, and it's a very, very good brow defining pencil. It has spoolie at one end. It's $2. I mean, you really can't beat that. But I am not able to find a redder color in that pencil. So I have been kind of searching the market for the best brow pencil that comes in the color that I want, which is auburn. So I ended up getting the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. Of course, being on YouTube a lot, you hear a lot about the Brow Wiz and how amazing it is, so we're going to try it out. With that being said, I did, in between purchasing this and getting this, I did find a brow product at Walmart that I'm very pleased with. I believe it's by Maybelline, and it is in the auburn color that I want, and I like it. I wear it all the time. I'm wearing it today. He didn't take this guy out yet and start trying it, but if this does not work, then I will just continue buying the other one. I think the other one was $7 or $8, maybe $9. somewhere in there anyways. It was under $10, and this one was $21. The Goof Proof Brow that I had in a haul previously was not only the wrong color, but it was also $24. So I would rather not spend that kind of money on these products if I can spend them on other products. So with my purchase, I received a bag of free items, and the bag is this, and it had a bunch of free items in it. It had 2 samples. I got a NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation, which I'm not sure that there's enough in this package for anybody's full face, let alone mine. And then I also got a Beauty Pure and Simple, I think it's OGX, I don't know if it goes by another name, but Damage Repair Coconut Miracle Oil Shampoo and Conditioner, which is good. I have super short hair, so that'll definitely be enough for my hair. Inside of that bag came a bunch of products. This one it looks like a pin, but it's actually a mirror for your purse, which is cute. It is what it is, and I don't have a mirror in my purse, so that'll work until it gets broken, I guess. It had this eyeliner in it, and one side is plum and the other side is black. It had this lip primer, color enhancing lip primer in it. I do have a lip primer that I use by Bare Minerals that I enjoy, so I guess I can break that one out when the other one's gone, because I don't think you can get that lip primer anymore. It came with a matte lip crayon in Soiree. It came with a Color Rush lip gloss, and this is in the color Olivia. Came with a pencil sharpener for the pencil that they sent, which is nice because I've received other free pencils that didn't come with pencil sharpeners, and I don't have a makeup pencil sharpener. Granted, they're super cheap, so... it also came with this Ulta Beauty Maximum Lashes mascara. The wand is pretty big. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm excited to try it. The wand is a little different than what I had experienced before with another Ulta mascara that I absolutely hated, so I'm hoping that I like this one because it is a pretty big tube. It also came with this tinted eye primer in Satin Blush. This stuff is actually really pretty. I did use it this morning. It definitely doesn't take hardly any at all to help out your eyes, but it's really pretty and could definitely be used on its own as a shadow, I feel like, as long as it didn't sheer out. I don't know if it sheared out or not. Obviously, I have eye makeup on all over the top of it, but it is really pretty. I would use it on its own because I'm new like that. It also came with 2 palettes, and these guys aren't much. They're just, you know, flimsy cardboard palettes. And one of them is a face palette, and it has a bronzer that's not super pigmented. I do like this highlighter though, and that's called Radiant Diamond, but it's not obviously the most expensive, geez, use your words, stuff in the world. And then a translucent powder. The other one is an eye makeup one. Wipe this off real quick. And it has 6 shades and a cute little sponge applicator, which honestly I can't say I've used a sponge applicator since I was playing with fake makeup when I was a kid. But the colors in this guy are not bad. I have Sunshine and Say What. I have Plum Drop, which is pretty. It's a pretty kind of purplish brown color. And I have Buzzword, which kind of is a, that'd be a good transition color, I feel like. It also has Desire, which is kind of like a taupey brown, and Fearless, which is a really pretty, like, peachy pink. So those are the things that I got in that free makeup bag, free with purchase makeup bag. So the piece de resistance, that was interesting. So these two items are the reason for my purchase, and I am super excited for these items. And one of them is because I'm excited for it anyways, and the other one is because you can't really do this YouTube thing without having this, because if you do, and you're a beauty YouTuber, you are probably the only one that doesn't have it, and I can't be the only one that doesn't have it. That just won't do. I finally purchased myself the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I am super excited about this palette. However, I did not purchase it prior to now because I find that I have a lot of these shadows in some of the current palettes that I own. So, except for maybe like this orange color, but I have a lot of browns, I have a lot of champagne colors, I have a lot of the like mauve colors, and I have the Swamp Girl palette that I think also contains, I mean, it reminds me of this palette. Not that it's a dupe, but it reminds me of this palette. So I hadn't purchased it before now because of those things. It has spoken to me. I do love it. I do love the colors in it, but, you know, it is what it is. The biggest reason for my purchase was this guy. Here's our Subculture palette. This is the topic of 2017 as far as beauty goes, I feel like. I have used this palette like 3 or 4 or 5 times now, and I don't find that there's anything wrong with this palette. I'm so excited about this palette. So there's the colors. I do today, I have, let's see, I have Axis, I have Electric, and I have Fudge, and Rowdy, and Roxy on my eyes today. Do I think that it's hard to blend? Sure. Do I think that it's a horrible palette? No. I won't be sending it back. I love this palette, and I think dependent on your usage of this palette, you also could love this palette. If these colors speak to you in any way, you should definitely get this palette. For one, the color payoff is amazing. These colors have been on my eyes since 6 o'clock this morning, and they're still there. They're not oxidized, like I've heard has been a problem. I feel like you can definitely see the color differences. I'm not the best at makeup, so like I have nothing to gain from speaking well of this palette. I know that there is a lot of people out there that hate it, that have shown videos of, you know, digging into a shadow and hitting pan first day or second day or 5th time in. While I'm sure that that is correct, I'm sure that that can happen. I know that I don't go into my palettes the same way that a lot of people do. I am new at this. I don't want to make a mess of my face, so I go in with a very light hand. I always have with all of my palettes. I have some Smashbox palettes that I've had for years, probably longer than I should have any palette, and they hardly look used. And I, granted, didn't wear makeup a whole lot prior to, you know, about 9 months from now, or since 9 months ago. But there are palettes I've had for quite some time and have used, and you can tell that they're used, but they're just not abused palettes. With this palette, if you go in with a very, let's go with this color, with a very light hand and tap it, you know, even 3 times, you're gonna get an immense amount of color payoff in that. So you don't have to you don't have to swirl your brush around. You don't have to, you know, even slide it back and forth. Just tap it in, and it's going to work for you. I also think that the two palettes together, let me see if I can do this without dropping the brushes and without ruining my palettes, because that would make me sad. I think that the two palettes together would create some pretty amazing looks. So, and I think that's why they were originally boasted as sister palettes, because they will work well together. So that is my Ulta haul. Like I said, this guy right here is the basis for this entire haul. I was super excited to get that palette. I was super excited when it came to me. I'm still super excited to use it. I've worn it 3 days in a row now, and I did play with it a little bit the first day I got it. I feel like it's an amazing palette, and like I said, I'm new to this. I've got 7 videos. I have nothing to gain by saying, I love this palette. Like, Anastasia Beverly Hills is not sending me free product. They're not sending everything I have, I purchased, and I don't see me anywhere in the near future receiving any kind of free product, and that's not really what I'm in it for anyways. So, there's absolutely nothing for me to gain by saying that. Now, granted, I have never used this palette before, and a lot of the people that are complaining about the Subculture palette have, so maybe that's the problem. Maybe they're used to a different kind of shadow, but I wouldn't treat the Modern Renaissance palette any differently than I treat the Subculture palette, because that's just how I do my makeup. So anyways, that is it. That's all I have for you guys today. So, like I said, if you like me, please subscribe. I would love to have you as a part of my family. Hit the notification bell. Let them know that you want to see the videos that I'm posting. We're trying this everyday thing, but I'm a business manager. I'm at work at least 5 days a week, if not more. And I have a lot of kids, and not saying that that's any different than anybody else that's on this YouTube thing, but what I am saying is this isn't my full-time job. So while I am currently posting every single day, I'm not promising a video every single day, but I'm trying. I also have a Instagram account and a Facebook page. If you guys would like to see me there, that is linked, or that information is in my information drop down. So thanks so much for joining me, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.